craft your friends. NanaKaye here from NanaKayeDesigns.com and the Altered Book Nook on Etsy.com. We're moving right along, moving along. Here we go. We're going to do another insert this afternoon. Again, we are still working on our 'Tis the Season. We have our, up here on the top, we have a lot of our pre-prep stuff, so I'll be pulling from that. And what we're going to do today, again, I'm kind of raw and unrehearsed, pulling out of my head, just probably from some things I've already seen, but I did start prepping. I took a 12 by 12 sheet like this. I actually cut it exactly in half at 6 inches. And then I came along and seamed it right here in the middle and made it, a really long fold out here for this one. This is my insert background for this particular one. And I am going to go ahead and round my corner. I didn't round the one this morning, and I'm a little aggravated with myself because I've done it for most everyone, but that's okay. I hope y'all will forgive me. I am going to go ahead and round that one. And while we are just sitting here getting prepped so you can see what I'm doing, I have no title for this one yet. I usually come up with a title towards the end when I get things done. I really don't know exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm sure we're going to have pockets. There's always pockets. I feel sure I'm going to have a couple of hidden journaling things to flip out. But I'm saying this is raw again. We're just going to go with the flow. I am going to go ahead. I've got a lot of white here that we got to cover up. So I'm going to go ahead and get the edges done. Again, I don't want white showing out because this is our Christmas design. And we've used this beautiful red on everything else. So I have to add more, I will. I'm going to go ahead and get this done right here. We got to go get in between all the folds too. I guess I probably should have done that. I don't think you probably love watching me, but I'm going to try to zip right along doing this like this. Hopefully I don't mess my desk up too much. I did get the color off my desk when my granddaughter had messed it up, guys. I am so sorry about my video earlier today. It was a mess because I did not realize when I first sat down just how bad she had messed my desk up. But we recovered and are back to the basic mess that I've made now on it. I guess it's getting on time for a new map, but the economy has gotten so bad. To be perfectly honest with you, this old gal is just really starting to pinch her pennies. I don't think I'm going to spend a whole lot of money on crafts, so you guys are going to see me digging out puzzle pieces and napkins and old journaling papers that I've got stashed in the back, probably a lot of my envelopes, and I got a lot of cardboard from my cereal boxes and all. We're going to be pulling a lot of that stuff out and using it because I don't know where our economy's heading in America. I'm uncomfortable. I don't think I've ever been this uncomfortable. I go to the grocery store, and just to buy the things I need to make one meal, I'm lucky if I can get out of the store under $80, and I'm thinking, well, if I'm going to spend $80, my husband and I just will get in the car and go out and eat because that's just crazy. And then we go out to eat, and the service everywhere is so horrendous. It doesn't matter what you order. Something's going to get messed up. And goodness, guys, I just am not understanding what has happened to this beautiful country we live in. It's never been like this. I don't know. I know one thing. My grandchildren are not growing up in the beautiful America we grew up in, and it's sad. It's scary. It's also scary that my grandkids are not getting to see the joys in life that we were able to experience. And when I grew up, we come up from our generation before us, our parents living kind of. They didn't have a lot of modern technology. They had to work hard on farms, and then we came along and things got a little bit lax and relaxed, and now, and we couldn't wait to get a job at 16. 16 years old. That was one of the big goals, the big steps up forward in life was to be able to get a job. Lord have mercy, people don't even want to work now. I don't know how people think they're supposed to live. We have my husband and I alone have people who are just living off of us and having no qualms about it at our business. We are what we call squatters. We got squatters, yeah, guys. We actually got squatters that we are having to support because the court system have all these laws about putting them out of our property, and they're not paying a dime. It's just, I'm amazed. But let's just go on. Let's try to do something happy instead of thinking about life. But I'm just telling you, I am just getting distressed about how the world is starting to be in America. It's just not the same country. All right, what we're going to do now is, this is my fold out. This is the one side. I've not got anything, not playing anything on that. But let's do the center. I have cut out a few panels. And I think I want my Santa right in my dead center. Uh-oh, now I pulled the kids. I didn't put my needle in my glue. And look at my finger. I got ink all over. That's unusual for me to do, but who cares? I'm a craft queen. That's what I do. All right, well, let's open this up a little bit and see if we can get some glue out. I don't think I want to make this into a pocket, or do I? I think I do. I'm gonna make the center pocket. Let me. I'm gonna grab one of my cardstock, one of my 110-pound cardstock sheets. I've got a little more organized right here, and we're gonna go ahead and glue this on to that. Let me use one of my glues here. I'd say I am. Yeah. I figure if I don't use it, I'm gonna lose it. So. Going to dry out or something if I don't go ahead and use some of this. I hope it's strong, because I do hate to put all this glue down and then it not hold very long, but we're going to give it a try. Matter of fact, just to be on the safe side, just along the edges, even though the middle's got it all in there, we're going to come on with Berry Arts. I'm just adding a little bit along the edges, just for that extra protection, guys, to keep holding it down. Maybe if no air gets underneath, we'll be in good shape. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one on this panel. This is just to make it harder, because I want it to be a pocket. And really, now that I've already got this on this, I really could have just simply, move it out. I could have simply just put some cardstock at the top for the thumb area, just to make that part strong. But that's all right. We've already done it. It's not a big deal. And then we're going to take our cutter, and we're going to pop it in there and trim it out. All right. I do have a video going on, posting right now to YouTube. It does take a long time for me. I started using let's see, it's Mavabi. I'm sorry. Took me a minute to get it right. I have to think about how it's spelled to pronounce it. I've got Mavabi, the editor for Mavabi, and I was using something else, Photo Stage or something before that, and my videos were just popping right up on YouTube really quick. I didn't have to worry about it. And then I've gone to Mavabi, and now all of a sudden it just seems like it takes forever for them to I'm talking 2-3 hours. So I've had them take as long as 11 hours to post, which I'm being told is my internet connection, and I wouldn't be surprised, because it is sorry here. Sorry everywhere in North Carolina that I've been that uses the same one we use. I'm not going to say names, because I don't want to really be that kind of person, but I really should, because they need to up their process. Because they really don't do people right. Let me check this. We want to try to get the middle, and I don't want to fold this one, because I've done made it hard now. 10, so it would be 5. About middle way would be right about here. So I did give it a little bit. Turn it over. I can see it. I don't know why I can always see the white side of this. It's a little dark now, but there's my thumb hole. And my thumb notch. And let's do this first one. We're going to make this center one a pocket. Like I said, guys, this is not pre-planned. This is just good and raw again. NanaKaye working raw. Do I want it square or do I want it rounded? What do you guys think? I'm going to round all this off in a little while. I think we're going to round it. No, I'm not. I'm going to be brave and stay with the square because I've already got one square. I need to at least have another one since I went with one. I got to try to open this up a little bit more. I got to quit leaving my glue open even for just an hour. I woke up this morning to this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful weather in eastern North Carolina today. I done the first video. Naturally, it's a Sunday, so I always take a little nap on Sunday. I don't have that little fella today. I carried him home early this morning, and he does sleep in my bed a lot of times, and when he does, there is no rest for me. So I took me a little nap, and now I'm back. So here we go again. I'm going to bring it as low down this way as I can because I want a little space up here. But this is not fitting all the way on here, so I've got some opening here, so a tag going here is going to be perfect. And we'll pull the tag later. I'm going to adjust it just a little, make sure it's straight, and let this dry before we try to open up the pocket a little bit. That panel's done, so we've got that panel. Now we've got to decide what else we want. I'm going to go ahead and put all the panels on. I think we're going to go with our shoulders next, and I'm going to probably put scoop pockets here and a scoop pocket here. So we're just going to glue down. That's all we're going to do on this one. It's just glue down all the way. No pocket on the outside. I'll design a pocket out of one of our panels to go on there, and then we'll decorate that pocket. If I can't find the pocket already done in my stuff, in my stash here, I have got to try to use up all that. I'm going to leave that lid open just a minute since I'm going to be doing this quick. I say I'm going to be doing it quick. I hope I'm going to be doing it quick. I hope they're already cut the right size too. They look like they might be. Let me make sure before I press down. Okay, everything's good. All right, press that one down. Really good. All right, the next panel is going to go right here on the side. Make sure we got the glue out of the way so we don't glue up our panel on the front. I'm going to have to give me some more magazines. I see a lot of people using magazines as their glue base so that they don't glue their paper, and I'm going to have to go get me some. Matter of fact, it's funny because I've got a bunch of Christmas catalogs and I just toss them all. I'm just not spending money for Christmas. I'm sorry. Like I said, the cost of food is killing my husband and I. We're on fixed income, and I'm going to tell you that fixed income is dwindling long before. Matter of fact, this is what, the third, and we are nearly out of our normal money for the month. I mean, my bills are paid. I paid in the first of the month, so that's not the issue, but the grocery bill, we're just going to have to get out and make extra money for the grocery bill this month. So I hope you people will love me, and if you're going to do this, go at least buy one of my kits out of my NanaKaye Designs down there and help me out a little bit, if you can find it in your heart. But then again, I know all you guys are struggling too. All right, we're going to do panels over here. We've got to remember now the pocket's going to wrap around, and I'm going to decorate this. It's not a beautiful match, but we're going to put the poinsettias over there on this side. Be careful and not get glue on the front. I probably should have added extra to the shoulders because it's going to be a little bit of weight on that. Hold my head to the side and make sure we got glue on all of it. And it does look like we did. Oh yeah, and that's starting to stick, so we're going to have to get us another glue pad. All right, so let's get this one on. Just a little bit peeking up around the edges. That's on there. Let's pocket over, flip it around. And let's get this one on. I keep wasting my cardstock. I don't know how to go get some scraps. And ink, that was another thing, guys. When I first started, I had this beautiful, nice HP printer. And the ink was on cheap. It was probably for all three colors and the black. It started out being around, let's see, I'm going to say around 90, close to 90, somewhere close to $100. Wasn't cheap, but it was somewhere close to the $100 range. And the last time I went to buy the cartridges for it, the ink had gone up to $140. And when I do a lot of printing and I do a lot of color printing, that doesn't last me a month. $140 for ink. No, I said, I can't do this anymore. So I got on the internet and done some searching and found an HP smart chain. And went and bought me one locally, and I'm gonna have to say quite a difference in the ink savings, guys. And thank you, Hewlett Packard, for doing that. I know you were trying to compete with Epson chain because they done come out with a smart tank, okay? But I can survive now, maybe printing. All right, we're gonna glue the pocket over on each side. I was trying to decide if I wanted to flip the pocket around, but no, we're going to glue it over on both sides. So the pockets are going to be totally on the inside of this one. So there's our folio. We got pockets up over there and there. Now we need to make a pocket, and I want to do a half moon type pocket. And I may just use this, to make it. We're going to see. All right, I'm going to take a panel. I don't know what panel I'm going to use. I kind of like that one. These are the panels that I've used in the bag, but I've got so many cut out that I can afford to use a few of them. I think, though, I might go. There's got to be more design than that. Come on now. I think I'm going to go. We could go with the birds. They're kind of cute. Nah, not going to work. I don't want the plaid. The candy stripe's kind of cute. I think it's what I'm going with. Okay, I'm going to go with candy stripe. That's it. I'm going to go with candy stripe if I can. I don't need to. All right, we can cut this in half. Not an issue. Let's cover in half. Let's see. It is. How big? All right, what is the size? Size is 7.5. So 3.5, almost 3. Anyway, right around there. And it's probably going. We're not going to use all of it anyway. It's going to be trimmed down some more size. So that's the 2 pockets. And you come out half though. What do you know? Whatever that was. Okay, and it's still too big. But we want it to be strong, so we're going to fold it. That way I get a good strong edge. Let's see. Is that about where we want it? What do you guys think? Yep, I like that. So we fold it right over, about there. Again, you see that I'm just kind of grabbing and going. Not quite 1.5, right in between. So I got to try to get this one folded the same size. I'm going to lay it up there and start to fold on this one also. All right, so matching up as much as we can. All right, so we've got that and that. Let's glue these down, these flaps down. And some strings, and then we're going to punch our scoop out. Punch my scoop out, get that dried off. This is a simple pocket, guys. This is what I'm talking about. You don't always have to. These pockets is pre-done in the kit. You can make your own quickly like this. Okay, give this a few seconds to dry. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in. We're going to come in with the punch. And we're going to try to center it. And I'm going to eyeball it. I hope it's not a mistake, eyeball it. But I can pretty much see we got about a quarter on each side, and I'm going to come in like that. What I hope. Oh, I'm getting my head in. I don't do that. About a quarter. Nope, that's not quite level. You know, I better be safe, guys. Punch it right there. So there's my center. Mark it underneath so I can see it. And then I can come right in there and I'll be a whole lot better off. I can measure it from that little piece right there. Go down as wide as I want it. I want a deep pocket. Get it centered. Okay. All right, there's my pocket. Oh, yeah, that looks good. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I just messed up. I forgot to cut the width. Right. So, all right, then we have to cut a little bit off each side. But let's go ahead and do this one right. Then I can cut that one like I need it. I didn't get my width right, guys. That was supposed to be my next step, and I got too far ahead of myself. But that's how you make a pocket when you don't have one. I got a scallop one, too, that I could cut pretty scallops out of. But all right, so we're going to put this one in the center of this and measure it. That's about my center of that one. We're going to cut this one off here and off this side. Now, you might say, why don't you just cut off one side? Well, if I do, then I'm going to lose the equalness of these two sides. So I have to cut a little bit off each side. All right, we're going to put this back down on here on the back side so I can see where to put my punch out again. All right, and we're going to just go ahead and cut this punch or mark it. So hopefully I can see it when I put that big punch there. Coming right along though. And the light is not the best in the world, but that's that. Let me get closer to under my light for a second, guys. And get rid of this piece here. I'll do better if I just get that little, there we go. I just go without that piece clouding my vision. I have enough problems without that. Okay, we got it there. Oh Lord, help me, guide me. Help me, guide me. Okay, it's gonna be close, even if it's not perfect. And I'm gonna save that little half circle because there might be something I want to do with that. I got two of them here, and I'm gonna save these. I can't tell you what I would use them for, but we're gonna save them just in case. All right, now we got that one done. Pull this back out and cut this off a little bit. Remember, I had to just mark that. So we're gonna put wrong one, and I've lost my blade. This thing is, and me are not quite seeing eye to eye about some things. And I noticed somewhere that this slides in, snaps in. All right, Lord have mercy. I got to stop slinging this thing because evidently this is a cheap made cutter. I got it in that time. Throw that out of the way and let's find that one other mark and get these pockets right. And let's get this show on the road. And I want to make sure that I'm touching down there, because that will throw me off in a heartbeat. All right, I think we've got it. All right. This way. All right, pockets on for these two wings are done. All right, we're going to just do the edge here, and edge here, okay, and the bottom. Close as you can because you don't have a lot of space once you start getting all these small folios like this. Okay, these are simple. When you start doing these yourself at home, you start seeing there's all kinds of things you can do with them. It seems to be a simple one. And I like to keep it simple when I want to work faster, because I can always take buttons and ribbons and bows and journaling paper and do all the extras. I didn't do a red ink on this one, but because it's a peppermint candy, guess what? This is the first time ever that the white don't bother me, but because it's got peppermint, Yeah, it does that. White's not bothering me a bit. Let's just press it down, let that dry a minute. All right. Santa Claus has to have a little something else here, I feel like. I don't want to just but I like him, and I really don't want to cover him up. I'm going to stick my journal on my ruler down and just make sure that I've got my space done, because I'm going to put a nice large tag there. I've got several tags for this kit done, but this one's going to have the Christmas tree. And so I'm going to slide it in for like a second and see how much we're going to need to take off. Okay. Very little. Well, matter of fact, I don't think we're going to have to take any off, because we're going to glue this onto this panel, and we're going to put this somewhere in one of my books. This one don't have a lot. We're going to put it in this book somewhere. All right, that's the back. Let's see if we got one. Yeah, there's one. One right about there. Nope, I'm not going to cut it off at all. That tag is perfect. So this one side, this is what we're going to work in. Put all this back. Open it back up. All right, let's finish this tag off. Okay. All right. I got a pretty piece of red bow here. I think I want a piece of green. What do you guys think? I haven't used a lot of green. I'm going to use some green here. And I'm just going to make it real simple. I'm not going to do anything that's great, big, and fancy. I have slowly walked away with my scissors too. I think it is time to do a good, thorough clean up and gather my supplies back. Because if they're not right here around my desk, they don't get used. All right, let's go through that. And slide the little wings up between the hoop. And pull it. I've got to make sure I'm staying in video. Okay, got one wing in, got the other wing in. Okay, there's my wings. And guys, I am going to do my normal thing where I glue underneath my, glue right underneath there. I want that down. That just helps hold it in place. Okay, and we're going to do a little bit there and get there. Alrighty. So that's done. We're just going to lay it aside and just pop it right up here. Hopefully I won't forget that we got to put it on. Oh, you know what? I started cutting out some stuff. I might want to put a present. I'm going to grab my clip art here, guys. And let me just see if I've got something that's got a present in. Yes, I'm going to jump it out because it's a whole lot easier. Y'all can just look at it the rest of the video. I'm sorry. But I want a little stack of presents if I've got them that are kind of three-dimensional. Of course, the stack of books looks kind of cute, but I don't think I have any presents. Now, isn't that a bummer? I should always have a stack of presents, but I could have used it. I use a lot of this stuff frequently. Candles okay, but it's not what I want underneath my tree here. So it's not the books. That's close enough. And I'm going to make a tug spot, so I want something a little bigger than that. Could be one of the mice then, since I don't want her there. One of my ginger boys could be cute there. All right, like him. He's too flimsy. This is the part that makes it aggravating sometimes. And so I may just change my mind, not do a thing, because I sure thought I had more. Oh, the teddy bear sitting under the tree is kind of cute. You know what? I just don't know what I want to do there. I like that. Okay, I'm surprised a lot, but it kind of matches some of the other thing. I'm just going to make this a touch spot on the front of this, tag like this. Not that you have to put anything there if you don't want to, but you can come in if you wanted to and poke something else. So let's set that aside and let it dry good. That's done. Center's done. All right, we need to find some journaling, something to go in there. And I am going to whip up. All right, this is going to get on my nerves. Won't take me but a second, guys. Bear with me. Let's throw it all back. I'll probably dump it out a couple more times while I'm decorating, if y'all don't mind. That's the way it goes. This is how I journal. I'm sorry. This is exactly, you see me in the raw again. All right, set that aside. Let's find, you know, I had some journaling cards that had, this is driving me up the wall. I had some journaling cards that I had already made with the pretty, let me look over here in my corner, guys. Not there. All right. I should have a whole slew of pre-prep journal cards, and I cannot imagine what I've done with them. And this is my RachandBellsCrafts Timeless packet. So I know they're not in that. These are my own journal cards that I have for this kit. And they are just not here, and that is so strange for me. That's part of hers too. All right, well, let me just cut this off for just a second. I'll be right back. Let me find the journal card. Well, that time I'll cut it off. I found it right there in that corner. All right. Let's lay these out for a second here and see what we've got. That'll fit down. Just about any of these are probably going to fit. I love my little kitties. I love my little girl ones. They turn out cute. But what I think I'm wanting is a couple that's up tall, like so, with him peeping out behind it. That's a really cute one. Okay, I like this one a lot. This is one I had pre-done. We probably got a video on me doing that one, so I think I'm just going to use that one in that pocket. Okay, that one in that pocket. And this one I'm going to, doesn't have a back on it yet, so we're not going to use it. But we've got this one. Yes, this one's ready, and it's got the stripe on it, so it really matches. So that one can go there with another little one right here. And let's see if we can find one more small one. It's not really small, but there we go. So we've got two cards in there. Now, I want to do a little something right here. It's just off the wall. And I love that matches that. Okay. All right, I'm going to do this. And I know y'all think I'm crazy again, but I'm going to fold it over a little bit. I don't think I'm going to cut it. I'm going to make a fold out of it like this. Where it folds down. This one's going to come out and fold down. And then we're going to grab this is not hilarious at all. I should have writing paper. It could be in here. It is. Yay! Yes, that's cardstock. I want the paper. Here. It's from my other journal, but that. What I'm looking is my writing paper. It's not on cardstock. It's just on paper. And I should have lots and lots of sheets done. I'm not finding them, and I'm not happy with myself right this second. There again, that's what happens when I let somebody come into my place when I want him monitoring and think they made a awful little mess of my stuff. But that's okay. We can print some more. Give me just a second, guys, to be right back. Oh, I dug long enough. I found what I wanted. Okay, I wanted a piece of my really thin line paper. That's what I wanted right there. Okay. And I decided I didn't really like the poinsettia. It doesn't want to fold as tight as I want it to. And if I thought I could pull this up without making a mess, and I'm going to try, it should roll up like this, and then I can glue it back down. So cut a little bit of that edge off. You hear me in the background cutting, that's what I'm doing. Cutting some of that edge right there off so that I can glue it underneath this. So hopefully it'll lay down more. Okay. I didn't want to have to do that, but I did it, okay? We're going to put the glue back on that again, on that edge. Slide the flap over like so. And we're going to put that right there. Pull my cards out in a minute. Okay. And now I'm going to measure this width. Okay, we'll cut this for a second, guys. Give me a second. I'm getting too much stuff on my desk to do no cutting right there. Okay, what I want to do is cover this piece right here. I cover that all the way up to right about there. Okay. And, oh, just rewrapped, did it? Isn't that pretty? Okay, let's pull it up. I just didn't do it. Okay. First piece we're going to cover is right here. All right, I'm just going to cut that off. All right, what I'm doing, I'm not sure if you can see. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cover this piece with notebook paper because it's going to fold down and you're going to see it. So I'm going to cut right along that edge there. Right on that line. On my cutter over here. Now I'm going to glue this piece onto here. It gives me a writing spot underneath. So I'm gluing this whole piece down. This whole piece down. Here. Then we'll come back on this side and with my, push it down really good. Okay. Put the quarter rounder. Okay, I got my corner there. I really got to try to brandish this down a little. Okay. Then I'm going to come in on a piece of paper like this. Okay, you see that it's not gluing good, so I'm going to have to push it, fold it again and make sure it's not going to roll over there. Get it up underneath. Okay, got it. All right, now we're going to come in right here, and I'm going to fold. I'm going to glue this one on, and then we're going to fold it out. And I'm probably going to end up having to put a Velcro sticker there. But we're going to fold this piece, put this piece on the pocket itself. And one of those little secret journaling spots that I'm doing. Okay, I got to try to get it turned the right way too. I want it to pull down. I don't want it to pull up. I want it to pull down. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to want it to pull down again. Let's get below the thumb notch. I hope I don't keep getting my head in. Below the thumb notch, and that's what we want. Pull it up over this a little so that it doesn't. You gotta have a little bit of a gap as you fold it. Each piece a little bit smaller than the other, so that you can stack it without it getting bulky. Okay. Well, fiddle faddle. Let's come down a little more. I didn't think about that. I hope that piece is not above it. I will have to add a little strip of something to this. Oh, ribbon. I can do a ribbon. I think. What about that later? Okay. Trying to make a secret journaling spot here, guys, and I'm not doing the best job in the world. In fact, I'm doing a pretty bad job. But we're going to get it. This is why I should really always do these little things ahead of time so I can just glue them on. But I told y'all we were going to do raw today, and that's what we're doing. So that's okay. I'm not going to let this frustrate me. Because we're almost to 2 years done with another folio. Get frustrated now. Okay. This again was done with just a regular 65-pound, no, even less than that, 20 pound, just plain 20-pound copy paper. Okay. Pocket here, I'm going to do a little tag. I don't know why I don't want one. Little taggy. I printed a bunch of little tags earlier, but I haven't cut them out yet. I know what I'm going to do. All right. Just need to get my some tags. Some small. Let's see if this one will work. Up here. A piece on earth and it can fit down. Okay. You say, what are you doing? Here's what we're doing. I'm going to make this on a heavier piece of cardboard, and we had some while ago that we were using as glue. So we can just kind of glue this piece to a piece of that. It'll take it but a second to dry. It won't take me but a minute to cut it out. We've not been that long on this video anyway. Okay. I'm just trying to make it a little thicker so it's a little stronger. And I'll show you why. You know, it'll make sense once I get it cut out and get my brad in it. Okay. And I want it to be rounded out. So I'm going to take my smallest round right here. Tiniest one right there, and round it out on that corner. I'll say I am. All right, give me a break here. There we go. All right, so that corner's rounded out. We're going to put that right there, and it's going to slide and hold that. Okay, so pokey tool. Where did you go, pokey tool? I think I've done my last just grabbing and doing. Okay, my pokey tool, I'm going to put it right down that. I hate to put your loose piece on there, so let's do it below it a little bit. Better not put my finger behind it or I'm going to be hurting for certain. Okay, punch me a little hole right there on that corner. Take me, I have some tiny ones, and I sure wish right now is the time that I really need the tiny one to punch in this thing. I may have to go with a little bigger tab because this one does not want to punch through on this tiny little corner. I don't want to rip it either, so because that would defeat your whole purpose. Oh, there we go. I did lose my piece on earth. Okay, and we've got to find a little spot in here to hook it, which would be right about there. Yeah, I had to pull the corner up just a little, guys. It's not going to hurt anything, though. Just long enough to get the brad in there, like that. Pull these wings down. Just got to make sure that whatever we put in this pocket can get over this wing. And I'm going to mash it as flat as I can. And then I'm going to grab a piece of my tape. I've got all kinds of tape here. Doesn't matter what it looks like behind there, really, because it's just going to cover it up. And I am going to put a piece of washi tape behind it. I try to do that on my brads. I think most people do. Or my, whatever those things are called. But that kind of protects it when I'm going to be stuffing that stuff down. Okay, this is going to slide over around like this, and that's going to hold this thing down, okay? All right, let's glue this back down tight. Glue it back down tight. Make sure it's going to move. Okay. Be careful. That glue is peeping out so that don't close it shut. All right. Now, there we go. That's kind of held it down like that. All right. So what you do is you'll push that up. It's kind of interactive. And pull your writing spot down. Cover it back up. And put your little thing on. We don't want to use it number one until it's glued. I got to hold that down a minute. Okay. Using this to really press down and squeeze that glue out, and it's going to hold. Okay, that one's done. All right, this one's done. All right, let's see if our pocket's still usable. Yes. Don't want to mess that up. So that's still usable. That's done. That little piece of interactive there. All right, and then we've got those in, and we're not going to do an interactive on that one. I would have, if I had one of my cards done, you could. This is another place you could do an interactive fold down on one of these cards. That's strictly up to you. We're going to just do a piece of clip art with a tag of some got a few little sayings, Christmas sayings here. Silent Night, Holy Night. Deck the Halls. I like that one. We're going to go with that one for this one. Well, there's a cute one there. Let me see what that one says. Traditions. Because it has some holly on it. All right, we're going to go with this. Deck the Halls. And I'm going to find me another piece of the chip art. You know, you wonder how in the world stuff gets lost right here in front of you. But it does. What's a piece of chip art? There's a piece. This is some more of Bella's. This is more of Bella, RachandBellsCrafts right here. Some of hers. I don't want that mouse because his little ear is going to go over it. These may be too large. Oh, I like the heart though. I like just a simple holly. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't like when I get into my too big a clip art. It's got so much chip art all over the place. I've got some of that bag right there too. I may pull out and see what I got there. Well, those are my great big pieces. Never mind, I know they're going to be too big. I'm trying to decide if it's going to be all right to use him, but because I've not made it into him as chip art. I think that's what we're going to go with. Simplicity right there. Right there on that pocket. Okay. Nothing too fancy. I'm not even going to make it a tuck or anything. I'm just going to glue it all the way down, and we're going to deck the halls. We're going to call that finished right there. That's finished. All right. All right, so that's done there. I don't know if we want to do anything to Santa, do we? What do we got to think? Let's see what I got on tags over here that we can stick there. Let your heart be light. And that's all I'm going to do with Santa, because we're going to have a big tag in there. It's already done. So let's just get that down here. Let your heart be light. And again, this tag that you put in here, you can also do the same thing. You could extend here and go right on down with a fold out journal flap. That's up to you. That's something I do, a lot of interactive. We're going to put that there. All right, now we're going to go through and find a couple cards to go into the side panel here. Get a couple of them here on the side panel. I'll like right big one, but he's too big. Let's see what else we got in prepped cards. Oh yeah, this little girl and the Christmas family house scene. All right, so we got that done. So flip it on the inside, flip it on the inside, and bring it over. Make sure we got it the right way. Again, I've got to find my Velcro snaps. I don't know where they are. They're usually right up here in front of me, but again, I've used them and not put them back where they belong. Okay. Oh, yes, I did. There we go. Excuse me, my big head in the way. Sorry. Okay, we're going to snap this together. You got two pieces. This is the back part. It snaps right there. Okay, then you get the fuzzy part, which is the other side. And I always go ahead and just put it right on top of this, where you actually just did it. Bring your thing over and snap it. And now it's snapped together. Let that dry a little while. But this will pull up like this. No problem. Okay. Now we're going to flip this over. We've got that done. That's done. The closure's done on it. You still can wrap a ribbon around if you want. This is going to be glued down, so you ain't got to worry about nothing there. And on this side, we can take simple journaling cards and make pockets, or we can collage it. But for me, I think for this route this afternoon, which I have this pretty one, I do have this one done. I don't want a lot of, I don't want a lot though. Yeah, really. I really want to just take a tag. And I love my little girls so much. I may just make a couple of them that are tucks. Yeah, tucks. I think that's what I'm going to do. Even though she's already down, like, already got the right in the back, I'm going to round her corners. I'm going to round. Come on, man. Are you serious? All right, let's do the large one. I don't know why it doesn't want to fit in there. That's kind of strange. I've never had that happen, but that's okay. We're going to round the corners on her. And we're going to thumbnail out the middle. So I got to try to judge the middle. Lord, I hope I get it right. Okay. I'm just going to go just around the edge. And she's going to be a pocket. You'll be a load. This one full of tags, secret writing spots, journal papers. Easy, easy peasy. You're just getting a general idea. Do yours how you want. Get your general idea of what you can do with this. This again, you could have put a flap on it and folded it down. Made it very interactive. I'm not going to do a whole lot. Let that glue dry, and then we'll find another tag, but I think that's the tag I'm going to use. All right, well, who else we got? One of the shape. Oh, I like the mason jar. I wonder if I got two about that same size. It would be a whole lot better if you get about two the same size. Yeah, she's not sure I'm going to use another girl. Oh, I like that one, though. You know, I'm going to do something different on that front. Okay, that's my two pockets, I think. I like the mason jar and this one. I'm just going to, definitely going to make this one just a tuck. I don't do anything else on this one. Okay, and so what you'll do with this one, once you've got a good base here, This is going to be a tuck spot. You'll just be able to pop a couple cards in it, like so. Like so. There you go. A couple of journaling cards. And that tuck, she needs a tag. I don't really want it deep. Let's see what else we got in tags. I like that one. Simple. You can decorate this one up. This one's simple. But really, you can just do a journaling card in there if you'd like. I like this one. That's a good one right there. And one more. One more. Let's find one more little card. Here's some like Rachel's. Let's see if Rachel's got one I like. I haven't put the backs on yet though. Oh yeah, I like this little Santa. It's small and I like him, and we'll tuck him in the colors backgrounds of it. These are Rachel's, 2 Rachel's. All right, put him in there. So that one's done. Again, this is going to get glued down. What are we going to do there? Just something for some nice looks on the front. Got some more tags sitting over here in this corner. So I'm going to move them over so next time we're looking, we got them. Now I've got just these panels. And I might could find something I really liked. I like these panels. There's another toy soldier, a different one that I had earlier. Oh, that's the two soldiers again. We used them on the inside, didn't we? Yeah. Let's see how they're going to look out here. I don't really want them again. I like this one, but I don't have anything that's plain like that again. Everything else is framed on those panels. And got this beautiful cardinal down. That would be pretty. Okay, that would be pretty because you got cardinal background paper. So let's go with it. And I'll just make him a little. I'm not even gonna make it a pocket, guys. After a while, you just don't. I mean, you could, but after a while, it's just gonna get too thick. And then it takes away from it. Take that one off at that seam right there. Right there, that little mark. Get it level. Level right there. Okay. Yep, right there. Just for something really pretty on the front. All right, pretty. Stain it a little bit on the edges to give it some depth. Even though we're not going to do anything behind it or anything like that, we're going to get some depth on it. And glue that panel down. This will be one of the first things you see on the front. See that got damp? That's what I'm talking about, that ink line. But we're going to just go with the flow. I didn't notice anything on the front. So I think it's okay. I'll look again before I go down to make sure. It's a little bit dim in here above that camera. Oh, it looks fine. I'm not noticing anything. So, okay. Cut. I got to be careful not cover my Velcro, which is right there. So I'm going to lay this down like this. Guys, remember the Velcro's there. I'm gonna kind of cut that little spot out. You see right there? I'm going to kind of cut that little spot out. Paper right here. Still a little wet, so it's not wanting to cut real pretty. But I can do it. Can do it just like that. There you go. And fit it around that. Press it tight around the Velcro. There you go. All right. So that's that panel done. Let's look at the book now, because I'm going to try to decide what I want on the front. I think I might want, I don't want the wreath. I might not want anything. I might just leave it the way it is. Okay, I got to try to turn it over without losing all my cards. We're going to fold this way, right, wrong, right. This one this way, wrong. That is not, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I guess I got to figure out how I folded it. This one is supposed to be, where's my other Velcro? That's where I'm looking, my other Velcro. I'm doing a nut case. This is one piece of the Velcro. That's the other piece. This has got to come on top. I haven't planned on that, but that's what's going to be on top. So that means I have got to put some kind of a panel here, guys. Put my girl in. Put my girl in. Oh, I don't have to do anything there. Okay, I got to put a little something here. Do I want the wreath? Do I just want the wreath or just a piece of clip art? Let's go over here and grab. This is where Rachel's big clip art might just come in handy. Just enough to do some wording and a little bit of decorating up there. She has some really big ones. And we can put a tag or something there. These are not as bright as my clip art, so I'm not going with that. Set that aside. Go back to the one I was doing. I think this is the panel I'm going to do, and I'm just going to cut it off a little on both sides and hope for the best. I'm not even going to measure, guys. I'm going to do raw and unedited again. I am known for this. Raw and unedited, and that's perfect, and that's what we're going with. Just something pretty. And yeah, I forgot to say it, but I can do a little bit of stain, even with the glue on it. Just enough to make the edges not so. Just go right straight down and knock the white off. Okay. Get that down. Okay. Got to figure out where my other piece of Velcro was. That's one piece. And this is the other. Okay. We got it. All right. Now, opens up this way. This is going to flip over. This one's going to flip over like this. The Velcro's on this side. This one's going to flip over like this. There's my bird. And this one's going to flip over like this. And this one will be holding some of your, just your tuck spot, holding some ephemera. And I like that, but it's a thick one, y'all. This is a really thick one this time. All right, let's get it onto our sheet. Let's get it onto our sheet here. We'll take this out for a minute because I do not want to glue that tag to the board by accident. I've never done it, and I don't want to start now. And I'm going to start a minute. Okay, roll this over. Since this is holding, again, a lot of weight, I'm going to try to find my Fabri-Tac glue right here, and that's what we're going to use on the back. It's just a little stronger once it dries, and this also gives me time to move around if I'm using Fabri-Tac. This is a kind of thick one, guys, so whatever book whichever one of these signatures I put this in, that's probably the last one we're going to do, other than just some simple, maybe simple pocket designs, which I'll probably do off camera, and you'll get to see it once we do the flip through. Of course, you can finish yours after you see the flip through if you want any more ideas on pockets and all. Okay. And this one, we're going to bring it right on down like this. Remember, you got a tag is going to cover that. Open it up. Open it up. Open it. This is your center. And lay it down really good. Pressing it down. I want to make sure I got a good seal there. Okay. My tag back in the pocket right there. Okay, looks good. Okay. You know, really wish I had done it this way, which I'm going to do. That way you can do it either way. You know what? I'm going to do a Velcro on this side too, right here. So that way you can snap it together either way. And I think I like this better because this doesn't seem to want to fall out. So we're going to do another Velcro right there. You don't have to. You might get it right. You might get yours right the first time. Sometimes I don't get stuff right the first time. And this is what we go through when I don't. But that's just, again, that's just part of my crafting brain. All right. Yeah, gotta go that way. Want to add a little extra glue to it. My fingers were on top of it. Okay. Let it snap. This is really a thick one. Okay. It's not glued good yet, but it will. That's some strong Velcro, you guys. And let me get up here under here and see what that's supposed to touch. And we may not do it that way. Oh, yeah, we got it that time. It dried. All right, so now we got it. All right, let's get it in our book. This one's, yeah, this is probably going to be the last one we put in this one that's got a real insert like we're doing these. That one's already got that background. Could go with that, and I think that's exactly, haven't done a center for, but we'll just do pockets since we've done this. That's a peach dye. I like the peppermint stripe against this, but I really like the tea stain. You got one there, so you don't want one there. Leave that one blank. We'll do some staining that page. So it's either, I think I'm going to put it right there on the same one. Even though the backgrounds were the same, that's where we're going to go with it. Flip this over, your insert's ready to go. There again, I said, guys, you can make these inserts ahead of time. Just lay them aside and then put them all in your journal at the same time. And then you can plan and choose what goes where. For the sakes of the video, I'm going ahead and gluing them in. Just choosing a spot and going ahead. Then it's done. But the sky is the limit when you've got these inserts external like this. Again, if this one wasn't already so thick, you could just glue the sides down, or either just the one way or the other. You could have a side pocket or a top pocket. That would have been up to you. But that was another potential you have doing it this way. I love my inserts. My insert bases is what I call these. They're just an insert base, and I absolutely adore them. I get this one to lay all the way down. It's taking a lot of weight, so I am going to turn it over like this and press on the back side. Okay, don't leaving that gap so that when you glue it in, you're not getting a lot of bulk, and that's a good thing. But this one started putting some bulk in here, and I think we're going to call this signature done. We've got right much, so the only thing we're going to left to do here is I may just come in with a corner pocket here, just so you know, just a plain pocket, guys. No fancy inserts. We've done this on camera earlier, and what I ended up doing for my tabs, instead of going and getting jewels, I just took a piece of paper, punched it out, and I made my little tabs on that. This is one we've already done on video, so let's go through these. This one I'm probably going to come in with stencils and stencil some design in there, and easy to put some writing space in here with a really thin paper. This one really has come out really way thicker than I like it, but it's okay. You might want to thin yours down. All you have are 2 flaps, because this is really, really, really tough. Let me see if it lays down any better this way. And honestly, it does. So I'm going to probably go back to that fold there. It does lay down a lot tighter that way. All right, we've got to do a little bit of something here. This was the one we done on video, so that is a video. So I think we're going to call this signature done as far as what we're going to do on tutorials. I will finish it up, and that will be inside of the show and tell. At the end, I flip through. So anyway, that was our project for today. There it goes. I still haven't thought of a name. Can you guys think of a name? Just Folio, flip out. That's how many pockets? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 pockets and a really 6 pocket folio flip out with a hidden writing spot. That's what this is going to be called. Easy enough. So this is NanaKaye saying have a wonderful rest of the day. It's 5:49 in Eastern North Carolina on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. So I still got some time to spend a little bit of time with family. Please subscribe and like if you liked it. Please subscribe. Help me meet my goal. We're getting a little bit of fuzz on the camera. I don't know why. Sorry. It's been like that for a couple of days now. But anyway, get some prep work done and let's be ready to do a couple more inserts on our last 2 signatures. And we will be back on Monday late afternoon. This is NanaKaye saying bye-bye. Have a good evening.